Hey, I'm Jonathan,
Hey, I'm Nate.
and we may not be in the same room this time, but we can still bring you good entertainment. This is Project Polygon. Hey, welcome to the show. Thanks for watching. We're Project Polygon. Today we're going to be talking about the downfall of G4TV. Nate, what you got on G4?
Well, Jonathan, it was a big part of my teenage years. I remember coming home from school and watching extended play back when it was Tech TV. Um, I liked Tech TV more than I did so once it merged with G4. But I also liked some of G4 shows. I liked when extended play went to X Play, at the beginning, and also liked when Tech TV had the screensavers with Leo Laporte, and when it transitioned over to the attack of the show.
Yeah.
And it was just everything at the point of the merger, everything was going good. What
And
about you?
I mean, I was also a big fan of Tech TV as well as G4 TV. Um, I don't think it necessarily died with the merger. I think they went in a slightly different direction and kind of broadened the audience a little bit by adding more video game, like video game content. Because a lot of G4 Tech TV was just that. It was tech. It was a lot of computer tech. It heavily emphasized on tech. And then G4 TV brought in more console gaming. Obviously, the extended play was there. They, became X Play. It didn't really change the show much. And then you still had shows like Judgment Day. Attack of the Show kind of moved away from being as tech heavy, but still retained some parts of what screensavers was. Yeah.
And it was the first. It was kind of innovative in a lot of ways. It started a lot of the reviews and everything, or at least had some type of impact on that, the way
Yeah.
we review games today.
And I mean, G4 started in 2004 as Tech TV, and then became um, then became just G4 TV in 2005, I think, 2005, 2006. Um, but they used to have a lot of really good shows. They had X Play, Screensavers, which turned into Attack of the Show. And Attack of the Show I thought was great. Um, maybe the first couple years of Attack of the Show I thought was pretty good entertainment.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
Judgment Day was another good one.
sweat.
Yeah, they had a pretty good variety of content.
Right.
Um,
Oh yeah, and it was like a lot of games that I bought. Before then it was all about the price of games. It was the bargain bins or whatever, and sometimes I didn't even know what these games were. But these shows introduced me to more games, and it really paved the way for a lot of games that I have now. That I still have that I bought from back then. And see, I like the tech stuff too. And I still watch Tweet, which is Leo Laporte. I still watch his stuff every now and then. So yeah, it left a lasting effect on me.
okay, well, as we both know as fans, on November 30th, 2014, um,
That was the end.
providers carrying G4 said that they would end all operations. That was on November 30th, 2014.
Right. But it was
On
dead way before then. I
Yeah,
think like the last episodes, like production runs, was in January of 2013. You know, something I just thought about that I left out. One of the things that really attracted me to G4 was the E3 coverage, and
Uh-huh.
it was the first place that I ever heard of E3, really. And you know, I'm from a small town in North Carolina, so it was actually the first time I ever saw anything like that, and I saw these new games that were coming out. So I thought their coverage was the best, and I kind of miss it today. But other than that, like the last 2 years, they lived off of two productions, which was X Play and The Attack of the Show.
Yeah. And like I said, November 30th, they announced all operations would end. Um, Programming ceased at 11:59 p.m. on December 31st, 2014. So January 1st, 2015 rolls around. G4 does not exist. They are now Esquire.
It used to be Style. That's what it was. NBC Universal.
Yeah, NBC Universal. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And it took over Style. But it was basically G4 was basically dead anyway, so this didn't really mean nothing in terms of reviving it or whatever, keeping it. It
So you
pretty much
mentioned that,
died.
yeah, you mentioned that G4 died, um, long before it actually was, you know,
Did you
done.
watch it? Did you watch it at the end?
Um, I tried to, but when I was flipping through my DirecTV and I get to G4
Right.
TV and I see that, like Cops or Campus PD, I'm like, I don't want to
Yeah.
watch that. That's not the G4 that I was watching, 4 or 5 years ago.
And I want to say because I had DirecTV at that point, and I want to say in like maybe 2011 in the summer, somewhere around there, it it actually um was dropped from DirecTV, and I think the only places you could watch it were was Dish and maybe something
What
else.
I need. I think there were a number of reasons why G4 failed. I think somewhere along the line, someone lost touch with what the target audience wanted. The demographic that they're shooting for are generally it's the young male, like whatever the age is, like 15 to 34 or whatever that age group is. I can't remember. And they said, hey, these guys want to watch tech stuff. These guys want to watch video games. Video games are blowing up, online gaming, etc. and so forth. And then somewhere along the line, someone said, hey, these guys want to see half-naked women and watch
Uh,
cops.
yeah,
And that's not what we wanted to watch. I mean, yeah, that stuff's great, but hey, it's G4. I want to watch video games. Show me some, show me some E3 coverage, and give me some video game reviews.
Cartoon Network, if you will. Whenever it changed heads, then the programming changed, and we saw what we used to love on Cartoon Network. We saw live action shows.
It's true.
We saw. I mean, you look at now. Like I was with my daughter. I was watching Boomerang, or I was trying to, and it has completely changed. Like they show uh, cartoons from last year on there. They don't even show unless you stay up late at night. I mean, and you might see Looney Tunes and the Flintstones, but they don't show any of the older shows anymore. It's basically a secondary channel for Cartoon Network to show their reruns.
Yeah.
And that is all because they rebranded it, and it started with a different person at the head of the operations, and that's why it's like that. And that's what happened to, I think that's what happened to G4. They didn't know, exactly what, like you said, the target audience. I like Morgan Webb, you know,
Yeah.
because she was actually, you could tell that she actually liked video games and the stuff she was reviewing. These other girls, they got, what was the other girl? The blonde girl.
It was Claire.
Sarah Underwood.
Oh yeah, Underwood, Sarah
She
Underwood.
used
Yeah.
to be like in Playboy or something,
Yeah.
and they got these people just for eye candy. But when you have somebody up there that's talking about um, video games or technology or whatever, and they're not passionate about that, it just devalues the whole product, you know?
I guess let's close this out. And I think an appropriate question to close this out with is, do you think a network could successfully
Yes.
you already know before I ask, so successfully
A video game channel.
reboot G4 with a different name, a video game channel where people are talking about video games, playing video games. Do you think it's possible? Do you think it could happen today with Twitch TV and with YouTube? Do you think it could happen?
Like if you go to your TV right now and you look up channels that's on there, and you're like, dude, if there's a freaking, golf channel, I know there's not many people to watch golf channel. I mean, come on. I know we watch NFL Network, but there's just crazy channels like, I don't know. And you're telling me that a multi-billion-dollar, industry can't hold a television channel? I don't agree with that. And by having a good backing and good support, yeah, they can make it. Like if you have exclusive interviews or exclusive trailers, people would turn in for that,
Yeah.
So, tune in, not tune in.
I think it could succeed. I guess it's as simple as that. I think a video game network program, whatever. I think it could succeed.
It's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Mm-hmm. I think it could work. I
You
guess
just need somebody that actually likes video games to run it. You didn't have that near the end. The guy that created Tech TV was a big techie, and he loved video games, and he understood. You know what I'm saying? I loved Adam, and I always thought, I was like, he was probably one of my favorite reviewers, and it was like the first reviewer that I actually seen. And you could tell that something was different with him, and it's just because you got suits pulling the strings.
Well, the good thing is for people who are or fans of Adam Sessler, he is doing some sort or was doing some sort of programming. I don't remember what TV show it was, but I think he's still doing video game stuff, maybe online. And I know Kevin Pereira has The Attack. They
Twitch,
have they have a Twitch channel, and they play video games. That's what they do.
I think what you're talking about is Adam Sessler was on Rev 3 Games, but that he left there, and soon after it closed down. So
Okay.
I don't know what he's doing, but he might be. I'm pretty sure he's probably doing something with video games, but I don't really know what he's doing now.
I got you. Well, I say we close this one out, and we can reopen this. We can reopen this topic so many times because there's so much stuff to talk about with
Go back
G4.
and talk to it. Yeah.
So let's close this one out, and then I hope everyone enjoyed. Make sure you comment below. Our Twitter handles are here, as well as our individual Twitter handles. The Project Polygon Twitter is simply at Project Polygon. So follow us. Let us know what you think. Comment
I write
on the YouTube
articles
video.
for NewGamerNation.com.
Yes, he does.
Just wrote one today.
Follow us. Subscribe to the YouTube. Comment on the video. Share it. Tell all your friends. We're pretty cool guys. Anything to say before we close out?
Yeah. Hats off to Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
For going back to the 90s.
Yeah, the old Nickelodeon network.
Yeah, they're doing exactly what Cartoon Network just ran away from. And I'm kind of mad at Cartoon Network. So.
All right, well, this was fun. I hope everyone enjoyed. We are Project Polygon.